What's up? So today we are going to be upgrading to the Rockshox forks. Finally, the Recons. These are 130 millimeter, and they're going to be going on the GT Avalanche today. And these are some of the things you're going to need: pipe cutter, star nut. It came with the fork, star nut tool, multi-tool. And of course I bought a new rim because this is a through axle. A stock bike usually doesn't come with a hub compatible for this through axle, so went ahead and bought a new rim. It was about 150 bucks. Came with the tire. A little cheesy. We're going to put the Maxxis on there, DHF anyhow, so we're going to see how it goes, but I'll test ride everything just as it is and let you guys know how it is. So let's get to the installation. Woo! That guy skipped my trash cans. Come on, man. You're making all this noise, you skip my trash cans. Jeez. Alright, so now that we got the brake removed, we want to make sure our threads are going to fit our new fork. Don't go stripping your stuff out. And it looks like we got a good fit, so we're good to go there. And also make sure that you're going to have the same sizing for your brake. Otherwise, more money, more upgrades. Alright, now that we got the brake off, we're going to go ahead, pop our stem loose, loosen that a little bit, and we're also going to loosen the top cap, leaving it on the ground so when we take it off everything doesn't fall out of there. At my table over here, I'm going to set everything in order. Pop this baby loose and get that fork out. And I know, we're going to remove the wheel too. We're going to have to remove that disc. Also make sure your new wheel, if you get a new wheel, your bolt pattern's the same for your disc. Unless you want to rock no front brake. I would not do that. I use mine all the time. Alright, now we got everything loosened. We're going to keep everything in order. Look at, you can see your star nut right there. Alright, so let's pop this off. I got nothing to hold my bike now. And we just made that mistake. They're just spacers, it's fine. That's why we videotape it, so we could see the order they were in. And just so you guys know, not one bearing on this bicycle is a sealed bearing. So we're gonna have little bearings falling out all over the damn place. I might buy a new headset. Look at that cheesy thing. We need some new stuff on this bike. Alright, let's get this fork out. Boom. Fork it out. We're just gonna set this on our handy ladder here. Alright, there's a side-by-side. I could tell you right now, this coil fork is significantly heavier. So next thing we're gonna do, get all this grease out of here. There's your crown race, so you know what it looks like. This is not even a tapered steerer tube. So there's usually an adapter here, but we'll pull that off and take a look at it. Yeah, so you guys know, the crown race on that Centaur fork doesn't have an adjustment to be tapered. It's all one solid piece, so just buy a new one. I'm taking mine off because I got to get the measurement anyways, but I'll give that to you guys so you don't have to go through this hassle, but do it all at your own risk. It was a pain in the butt to get off, just FYI. Maybe just take it to the bike shop, but we'll get everything going for you. All right, so here are the specs for the new headset. Take a look at them. This is for the GT Avalanche. Screenshot it, hit up your bike shop. Maybe you'll find it on Amazon. Don't buy off Wish. So you can see right there the Cane Creek. Easy fit to the bottom bracket. You can get that puppy in nice and smooth. So we're going to take our little bolt and washer tools and we're going to clamp that puppy right in there. Get some nuts on there and slide it right in. Alright, so we're getting that greasy on there. Greasing it up. It's gonna slide right in. No more nightmares. We're taking out the guesswork. Or you could watch Park Tool videos, but watch mine. I don't have all the fancy tools. Boom. Boom. Just like that, we're gonna tighten her up. We're gonna have the new headset ready to go, and we're gonna get that fork going. Alright, there you have it. Headset is in. Don't make it too tight, Johnny Armstrong, but it's in. You can see it's all ready to go. That can't creak. The little lizard's happy. Now we're gonna go on to get this fork in. Alright, you guys should be able to see this bevel edge on it. That's gonna be the side that slides in your bearing. You want to slide that bearing right into the headset. It fits perfect. Pull it out for a second. We're going to get this fork in, size it up, trim it, get our wheels on. We'll be back on the road. Alright, so we got all our spacers set back on. I'm going to slide our stem back on. We're going to make a mark. Right there. And we're marked up. Now we can cut this big old long steerer tube. Alright, there you have it. Pipe cutter's on. You'll notice that I put it at the bottom of the mark there. We're going to cut that off and we're going to install that star nut and we'll be good to go. Okie dokie, we have it. Nice score on there. Gonna tighten it up. One rotation at a time. Tighten it a little more. Nice easy cut. Make sure you have a very sharp blade on here. A new blade for your tubing cutter. And make sure it's not made for PVC or any of that nonsense. You want it for aluminum, not soft copper. High grade steel. The better blade, the better. Oh, here it goes. We're cutting. There it is. She's free. There you have it. Look at that. Smooth, straight cut. Not bad. And we're going to clean that up, file it down just gently, and get our star nut in. Here we go. We're all bagged up to keep the filings from going on the stanchions. Alright, look at that. It looks like we sized up pretty dang good there. So that's going to just sit in just like that, a clean cut, not some funky thing hanging over the top. It's not what we want. Alright, now it's time to install our star nut. Star nut goes this way. We got a star nut tool, luckily. Just like that. We're going to face it in straight. Nice and straight. And grab our mallet, our trusty mallet. Alright, so you'll notice on the inside here, it's kind of tapered in there so that it'll sit over the top and stop. So that's the direction you want to go through in case you pulled it out. Got a star nut in there. Slide that over the top. Now it's secure so I can grab the fork, hold it up so I'm not banging them on the ground. Let's take a peek.
We're almost there. Alright guys, and as always, don't forget to grease those bearings up. Get them nice and greasy. Good and greasy. Boom. Like that. Slide that steer tube straight up and in. I already greased the bottom half of the bearing. We're going to grease the top. Keep that water out of there. Don't use all your grease, but make sure you cover everything. There we have it, good and greasy. Right, get everything back on there, nice and smooth. Lay that into the grease. I'll cover that up because I want my space. One little big mama. One little headset. Fitting on there perfect. As you can see, I still got my space. So this is gonna set right in there. See that? Sets in beautifully.
Right, the wheel is got the disc on the wheel. Also, another cool thing about these valves is at the top here, your sealant can only go in, it can't go out. It's got that little mouth on it right there, and let me tell you, that is something awesome. Makes it nice and easy to put that tubeless sealant in. All right, tires on the new wheel. Let's pump it up. All right, there you have it. The new wheels on. Everything's ready to go. Those Rockshox look beautiful on this bike. Down here on the back side of the fork, you can see your weight measurements. And all we got to do right now, give us that 5 Newton meters. Right about. You don't want to damage your star nut, so be very careful. Up there, and we're gonna see our wheels all wonky. Boom, straighten it up. And we're just gonna tighten these bolts a little bit at a time, each side, until we're all good and handy. All right, so we got the shock pump on here. These came with 100 psi. Do not use an air compressor. Do not use an air compressor. For a big boy 200 pounder like me, it says 120, so we're gonna pump it up. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. All right, she's back and ready to go for a nice little cruise. I'm gonna mess around with the air adjustments. I've gained quite a bit of weight, so we're gonna take it for a little spin and see what we gotta do. All right, guys, so I took this out for a ride. I could tell the difference already, and I'm very happy. I'm very impressed with the Rockshox. Finally, sealed bearings. That headset was wobbly when I broke the bearing. I didn't know when I did it, but I knew something was wrong. Got to the bottom of it, and it's fixed up. She's ready to go. I think I lost 5 pounds with the new wheel and the new shocks. Those coil shocks were awful, terrible. But if you're just riding trails, you'll get by. But if you're jumping and stuff, boom, boom, here you go. I haven't seen any 130 millimeter reviews or anything like that, but I got them. I'm gonna take it for a hard ride and film the whole thing and show you guys what it's all about. She's beautiful.